the year in his last one, and he'd like nothing more than to make it 2 good ones in a row and pick up his win number 11 today.
Here now is Rafael Devers, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They do come in off a victory last time out, but they've really hit the skids here recently. Losers of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
Oh, that's up there.
And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Standing in now, Chris Taylor. As he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Taylor has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Taylor behind 0-2 the count. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend, Matthew Ross. Very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He swings and sends it in the air out to left center. Santander will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Sox nothing. O's coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Tanner Roark will do the pitching in game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, so far this year, this guy hasn't pitched very well on the road. He's actually struggled on the road, so it'll be interesting to see if he can turn that around here in this one.
Austin Hayes the next to bat. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Orioles, the center fielder.
Pitch on the way.
Hey.
Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, D-Row, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
You know, I'm looking forward to see what this guy can do in that 5-hole. He's the team leader in home runs, so he's having a nice year so far. It's always a good feeling when you can lead your team in a category like home runs. I'm sure he takes a lot of pride in that.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Anthony Santander the next to bat, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike one. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hot.
Not fooled there, as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning.
Batting fourth, the third baseman,
Rio Ruiz to the plate now. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the stretch. Line to the right side. Verdugo's got it, and with it, the inning is over. An inning in the books. No score here on the show. Into the box, J.D. Martinez. So we check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey. 0-1.
Heading out towards shallow right. Right fielder is on the run, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And surprisingly today, the best arm resides out in center field. This guy's known for his range. We get it. He can go gap to gap. He's got an accurate arm. But I'll tell you what, you won't see many guys trying to take the extra base on him. He has got an absolute cannon out there.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He comes in at 262 on the year, 22 home runs, and 68 runs batted in. The windup and the 0-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. Fastball at the knees, maybe even below the knees, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 away.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. 2 out, nobody on. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. At the plate, Renato Nunez. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Fastball here too low, and it's 1-0. Just missing here, 2-0. Pitch on the way. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Roark, it's a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, he becomes very predictable, and when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
And there's one away.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
At the plate, Ivan Cortez, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Here's a little chopper up the middle, scooped up, throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, who move to the third with no score. So here's Michael Chavis now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
The 1-0 home. Misses for the second ball. Chavis, playing here in his age 26 season. He was a first-round pick during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Fouled off.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Santander's got it, and there's 1 away.
Batting 8, the right fielder, number 9.
Into the box now, Alex Verdugo. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. Hard hit ball to second. He's got it. And there's out number 2.
Batting 9, the catcher.
Stepping in, Christian Vasquez. And he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. A 1-1 count now to Vasquez. Third inning, no score to this point. Hit hard, but foul. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Chasing after it is Santander. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. So digging in now, Aramis Ademan.
Leading off for the Orioles, the shortstop.
First pitch on its way. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
If he's able to locate that two-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Taylor is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
batting ninth, the second baseman.
Digging in now, Jack Mayfield. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. Throw into second. And he is in there. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. Digging in for his second at-bat, Austin Hayes. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the belt, kicks and deals. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. On the move is Taylor, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. A run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. The relay throw won't get him.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on an RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit here.
To the plate now, Adley Rutschman, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A base hit in his first trip. And it's fouled away. Rutschman, 23 years old. He's a second-year big leaguer. Here it comes on 0-2. Great changeup there in the dirt for the third strike. He makes the throw to first. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 25, Anthony.
Stepping up now, Anthony Santander. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. From the stretch. And that looked to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. But an RBI triple gets the Orioles a run. We played 3 full, and it's 1-0 Baltimore. Rafael Devers the next to bat. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
That evens it up 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
In now, Chris Taylor. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The bat, number 2, shortstop.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. To short, hit hard. He's right there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. They're down 1-0. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Rio Ruiz, hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
And he lays off there 1-0. Can't connect there on the breaking ball. 1-1. Now here's the pitch. In the air, down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Striding in once again, Renato Nunez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. This one's down to third. Devers gloves it. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Now back, the designated hitter.
Standing in, Ivan Cortez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
That elevated fastball right there. That is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Wow, that pitch wasn't even close, and he almost chased it. If I'm the pitcher, I'm going to expand the zone even more on the next one.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Taylor is there, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles, but they're up 1-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
The left fielder.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Here's the first pitch to him. J.D. Martinez is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. So 1 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Here's the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Chasing after it is Santander. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Garrett.
Now the Red Sox DH, Garrett Cooper. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1.
Count is 2-1.
Red Sox still looking for their first hit here. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
And there's the first hit of the game for the Red Sox. The throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They trail this one 1-0.
Leading off.
Yusniel Diaz is the next to bat, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Ground ball left side. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
The batter, number 11. Shortstop.
Coming to the plate now, Aramis Ademan. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And this is up and in, ball 1. Ademan bats left but throws right and stands at 5'11". This is his first year at the big league level. This is popped up. Vasquez over to his right, and that's the second out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Stepping into the box, Jack Mayfield. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Taylor is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They lead it 1-0. At the plate, Michael Chavis will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, and they've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Behind 0-2 now.
Hey, this guy's done a better job than expected. He's made some bad pitches in the strike zone, but so far he hasn't gotten hurt by him.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Drilled right back up the middle, and that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's 1 on to first, and they get the double play.
Well, they got the tying run on base, but 1 ground ball later, and it's gone. He's going to be frustrated with himself after that.
2 men are gone now in the Boston half of the 6th, and from the on-deck circle into the batter's box comes Christian Vasquez. The high fastball is in there. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. Popped him up. And he will make the catch here just in front of the first row, and that will end the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Orioles 1 and the Red Sox nothing. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Austin Hayes. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. Fastball well outside. Hit in the air to right field. Playable for Verdugo, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the catcher, Adley.
Stepping in, Adley Rutschman, 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. And now pitch on the way. Sent on the ground out to second, right to him. And there are 2 away now.
The left fielder, number 25, Anthony.
Ready for another shot now, Anthony Santander. A line out and a ground ball for an out on his line so far. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball. 2-0 to the Baltimore left fielder.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
Pulled toward right center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles, but they're on top 1-0. Digging in once again, Rafael Devers. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point. I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in these ABs. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced so far.
On the ground to the right side. Oh, he makes the stop. A big-time glove work, but no chance to turn it into an out, and the tying run is aboarded first.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
Into the box now, Chris Taylor, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. The second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Standing in, Xander Bogaerts. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. That one is out of here. This game is tied. It's a solo shot for Xander Bogaerts, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far. And with it, the Red Sox have tied it at 1.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows, finally able to get this offense potentially going with 1 swing of the bat, being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Set for the Red Sox, the left fielder, J.D. Martinez.
Here's J.D. Martinez, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Red Sox get a run on the solo shot by the X-Man, Xander Bogaerts. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch, all even at 1 apiece. Welcome back to Baltimore as we send you down to check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. Among other things, he brought up their lack of walks as a sign that they're not doing a great job of working the count and laying off pitches outside the strike zone. Going forward, he's hoping to see a better focus on competitive at-bats and more selective swings.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
leading off.
Ready now. Now, Rio Ruiz due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
High in the air out to center field. Taylor is camped under this one, and he puts it away for the first down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Renato.
And here's Renato Nunez, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Hit hard to third, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Hey, D-Row, that's a 1-out single right there. And hey, the pitcher hasn't pitched out of the stretch in a while. He's been pretty sharp so far in this one.
Yeah, and hopefully that runner right there can get his attention a little bit more diverted on first base, and then he leaves a cookie over the middle of the plate.
At the plate now, Ivan Cortez. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Verdugo is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder.
Now in the box, Yusniel Diaz. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Heading out towards shallow right. Verdugo waits on it, and that ends the inning. Orioles leave 1. Still tied 1 apiece. Chase Goslin has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 19, Chase Goslin.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
First pitch on its way. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat. 1-0. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. A bouncer to the left side, and that's going to be a base hit for Rizzo. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
Now batting, designated hitter, Garrett Hooper.
So now to the plate, Garrett Cooper. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. As a look, now the pitch. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. Seared down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Under it is Hayes, and that's the first out of the inning. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now batting, the second baseman, Michael.
Now at the plate, Michael Chavis. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and he chased it in the dirt. Rutschman goes to get it, and the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Striding in for Boston, Alex Verdugo. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A bouncer up the middle. And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. And the go-ahead run will score from third as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Chu Min is called upon, and it's not for his usual role. Just hoping to keep the deficit at 1 here. Stepping in now, Christian Vasquez, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. 0 for 2 for him to this point. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch here, but it dips below the knees, evening us at 1-1. Lifted in the air out to left. Santander will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. A run on 2 hits in the inning for Boston. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Orioles 1. Brandon Workman is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Digging in, Aramis Ademan, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. And there are the final numbers for the Boston starter. And he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Austin.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Austin Hayes. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Taylor is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Orioles down on just 4 pitches. Our score remains 2-1. So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Rafael Devers. He'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Here's the pitch. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. Line drive to left. Santander's got it, and there's one away. Here's a look at the final line for the Orioles starter. Great day's work any way you look at it.
Well, this is one of those as a pitcher where you don't get rewarded for pitching well. He threw the ball great in this one. Didn't get much run support. He's in line for the loss, and he deserves a much better fate. He threw the ball pretty well in this one.
Gone! Chris Taylor with a solo shot. His first home run of the season, and the Red Sox have taken a 3-1 lead.
The bullpen is going to have to take care of business in the bottom half of this inning, but they're going to be able to throw a lot freer that they've got that extra run to play with. Insurance runs are always huge.
The bat, number 2.
Into the box, Xander Bogaerts, as he will take strike 1 on a fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Grounded to short. Scooped up. And the throw gets him at first on as fine a play in the hole as you're ever likely to see. 2 away now.
The batter, the left fielder, J.D.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. He went down on strikes last time up. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and no one can get there. He'll try it again.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Hayes is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. The Red Sox do pick up a run on the solo shot. Last chance coming up for the Orioles. It's now 3-1 Boston. Trevor Hildenberger is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th.
Trevor Hildenberger.
Digging in to try it again, Adley Rutschman. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Tough task ahead here as this guy, one of the top save guys in the league right now. He's been very reliable shutting the door.
Line hard down the line and right, but just fouls as he just misses extra bases. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Now the pitch. Bullet back up the middle. Oh, and he misses it.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Digging in the switch hitter, Anthony Santander. set and the pitch.
That's a ball. Count 1-0.
The 1-0. Hit hard, but foul. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Rutschman aboard here at first with nobody out. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
So a big moment here, and standing in Rio Ruiz, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Ruiz hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
All even now, 2-2. Hildenberger has tossed more than 60 innings on the year, and during that time he's worked to a sub-1 whip, less than 1 base runner allowed per inning. High and deep down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. Three and 2 now.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Payoff pitch one more time, and he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
0-1. Here's the pitch. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Verdugo is in now to put it away, and that'll keep the runner from tagging.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Ivan Cortez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's the first pitch to him. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Taylor is there, 2 down. And there will be no attempt to score here as the bases stay loaded with 2 gone now.
now batting,
Coming to the plate now, Yusniel Diaz. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive, right field, base hit. The throw to the plate, but not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1. And he is out at the plate as the potential tying run. And that will be the electrifying conclusion to our ball game. Wow. A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. Boston came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Tanner Roark earns win number 15 on the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 3 runs on 7 hits, 1 error. They left just 1 runner on base. For the Orioles, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.